on tonight's episode of What's Up with These Crazy Bitches?
I'm gonna help you down and
Wait, you can't say that.
If you want to know why we have all these crazy, politically motivated, unhinged nurses, well, now you got to start looking at the clinic directors and these hospital directors. And here we have a clinical director who threatened the life of a female protester at a convention simply for asking some questions about, hey, maybe we shouldn't be, doing all these horrible things to young people, things that they can't undo, things that they can't reverse. And, the world has shifted. The narrative is back to reality, back to normal common sense. So I'm shocked that these people are still out there. But this one was dumb enough to get caught on tape being a total unhinged lunatic, and she found out. So here we have the entire clip with Beth Bourne, who is a mom who is questioning gender ideology. So shout out to Beth Bourne. And let's watch this interaction. Let's see if this is the kind of person you want, taking care of your kids.
What's that? I said, hi, Turf. I'm going to stand next to you.
Hi, Turf. So the protester, I guess, here is on the left. And this is the woman. I guess I'll turn it up a little bit. My editors say when I do this, it gets all blown out. But let's see.
Great. So what age do you think a girl's mature enough to have?
She said, at what age do you think a girl is mature enough to have top surgery?
I think that's a decision for herself, her provider, and her parents.
A discussion for herself, her provider, and her parents. No. There's actually a biological answer to that. Like, there's an undeniable biological answer to that. And she's refusing to give it.
How did you feel about your body change when you were going through puberty?
Yeah.
I have lots of different feelings about it, but you know what? I'm just going to go over here and stand. I'm not going to supply to you. I'm just going to stand next to you to counter your hatred.
To counter your hatred.
To tell girls that they could be healthy and whole. So, Kaiser Permanente told my daughter that she should go on puberty blockers and hormones when she was 13. And I told my daughter that's not possible, that you'll never become a man. And she ripped a healthy whole woman.
Nah. So she's like, Kaiser Permanente told her that, she needs puberty blockers. And she's like, well, actually, she didn't take them and she's totally fine.
20 years old now. Do you know any transgender children?
I do.
Oh, there's no such thing as a transgender child. Got her right away.
Yeah? Do you have a transgender child?
I do.
Oh, what a coincidence. She does, yeah.
How did they know they were transgender?
Because that's something a person knows inside them.
Oh.
Yeah? At what age did you know that you were a cis woman? At what age?
That's something I really thought about.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Oh, and why did your child think they're transgender?
Maybe I'm not going to answer your questions anymore. I'm just going to stand here silently next to you, okay? We're going.
Oh, sure.
It seems like she's willing to answer a lot of questions. By the way, by the end of this video, I hope to report that this woman has been fired. We'll have to continue here.
Did your child go to a public school in California? Did they learn there could be 13 gender identities?
I'm going to.
My daughter
I just
learned.
want to say thank you again. Can I give you a hug? Thank you.
Oh, yes. Can I have a hug? Yeah, they don't reproduce, they recruit, as everybody knows.
Thank you for standing.
Can I have a hug?
No, you can't.
Why can't the gay boys grow up to be gay men?
Yeah. More mastectomies for minors. Absolute, I don't know, Chadris. The female Chad. I've often asked for help on what the definition of the female Chad is, and I can't ever remember the answer.
Not hatred. You guys, it's not hatred to tell a child that they can grow up to be healthy and whole. Surgeon makes off giving a girl top surgery.
How much money does a surgeon make off giving a girl a top surgery?
Kaiser Permanente charges only $100 copay, and the surgeon makes $25,000.
Whoa. Again, I don't want to repeat everything, but I just don't know if you can hear it very clearly. So Kaiser Permanente charges just $100 copay, but the surgeon makes $25,000 for performing a double mastectomy on a perfectly healthy child.
I was approved for a phalloplasty in 2 appointments over Zoom. My doctor told me I would have a fake penis that would allow me to either pee standing up or to have penetrative sex, not both.
But not both. And she got approved for it in just 2 Zoom calls, by the way.
Do you think your transgender child might one day have top surgery and a phalloplasty? Is that something you would allow them to have? You know, they make a phalloplasty out of the skin tissue on your thigh or your forearm.
She just does not like this woman who's protesting. Extremely well researched, just hitting her with fact after fact after fact after fact after fact, and she cannot counter any of it.
It's like a skin sausage. It's a fake penis. $130,000.
$130,000. Now watch this. I don't know if the audio picks this up.
I'm gonna hunt you down and fucking kill you.
Oh, you can hear that. Whoa! Well, looks like someone's about to get an assault charge and also be looking for a new job. She said, I'm going to hunt you down and effing end you. And then pushes her.
You can't say that. You can't tell somebody you're going to kill them.
Uh-oh.
You can't say that.
You know why? You want to know why this person reacted like that? It's the same reason that most people on the left react with aggression and violence. Is that there is no actual, they cannot defeat your point with logic. And so they lash out like a small child who wants a bag of Reese's Pieces at the checkout. But mom says you can't have the Reese's Pieces. And the kid says, but I want the Reese's Pieces. And the mom says, well, you can't have the Reese's Pieces. We have Reese's Pieces at home. But the kid doesn't understand that they have Reese's Pieces at home. So then the kid sits down in the aisle and cries and throws a tantrum. That's exactly that. That's that woman, that woman who's advocating for permanently damaging young humans, you know, giving her tantrum over Reese's Pieces. You know, this is epic. You expose her evil and the mask slipped right off. Thank you. Just DM'd you on behalf of the IW features. By the way, everyone should follow this Beth Bourne. It doesn't look like her in that picture, but I assume that's her. So I'm going to give her a follow. Incredible work. And you see here, it has made it to LinkedIn. Something must be done about unwell people in this movement. I'm going to hunt you down and effing end you is a wild thing to say for someone in a position like Administrative Director of Clinical and Translational Service Training at UCSF, Clinical Translation Science Institute. With a growing body of evidence against the safety and efficacy of gender science, we saw first stack up in Europe because in the US, you would lose everything for questioning the movement and malpractice lawsuits, wins in court, like Fox Berry and a teen who was just awarded $2 million against doctors in New York, expect to see many who have overstepped the science in evidence to react badly. The judge in Varian's case commented that the 28 other medical malpractice cases were waiting to be heard against so-called gender-affirming care. Every era has its medical boondoggles. Ours is ideologically driven. So here her name is Madeline Mann with 2 N's. And let's just see if we can find at the California, this is at the Democratic Party convention, but I wanted to see if we can find, what is this? Where does she work? Reality versus Trans Ideology, Peter Boghossian and Heller Joyce. Too many of these women, UCSF. Let's see if I can find them on UCSF, UC San Francisco. Okay, let's see. It looks like them. Well, let's see how it's going. Here's their pinned tweet. Here's 21 hours ago they posted. It has 3 likes, 315 replies. I suspect by the time you see this video, this woman will be fired. Very interesting. I hope you'll include these women and girls with junk in this message, else you're not being inclusive. Has this employee been fired yet? You're going to fire Madeline Mann before she's arrested for threatening to hunt down and take. I mean, first of all, my big piece of advice to this woman is to press charges. I know that she's there to like have some inconvenient truths to make her, make the other woman uncomfortable. Mail time. But it does, like, she put her hands on her and pushed her, and you can absolutely hear her say that I'm going to hunt you down and take your life. You see San Francisco and tells, a trans activist tells Born Beth, is that who it is? Okay, yeah, that's who it is. Okay. Why? Because she was talking about how the incident occurred on February 21st in the lobby of Moscone Center for San Francisco. You see Madeline Mann over on LinkedIn talking about all these questions. The liberal woman is the most destructive form in the left. Ms. Bourne said she is not surprised that the woman who threatened her works in the University of California system. I believe, hold on one second. Knock it off. There we go. Thank you, Poppy. Yes, thank you for protecting me. Ms. Bourne, 55, regularly protests what she calls gender ideology and trans radicalism in the Bay Area. And, this woman, the couple have an 18-year-old daughter who, of course, is also trans. My son won't shave me. He used to shave me. What the heck? My son and I wrote this together, and I feel like it went okay. This is obviously a daughter. So these parents, I'm telling you, these parents should be charged with abuse. That's just my opinion. And when this kid, finally does grow up and figure out, hey, maybe it was just an awkward time in my life, unfortunately, it's going to be too late for them. And that's why I think these doctors should go to prison. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. And we'll talk to you again real soon.